I almost get to the point na I want to stop my life. Hello everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me again, Gwen! So, I know it's been quite a while since the last time I posted a vlog. I think that was 9 months ago with our PE exercise vlog thingy when I was in my grade 12. It is because I get busy. Na-busy ko with my schoolworks and everything. But today I thought of having a new vlog for you guys. But it's kind of different from our usual vlogs. Today it's gonna be a serious content because, I don't know, I just wanted to share with you guys this matter because it seems like this matter is neglected and misunderstood by everybody. And also, I know I have experienced this and still experiencing. So today, as you can see in the title, I'm gonna be doing a vlog with regards to mental health. And, you know, explaining to you guys what's the difference between depression and anxiety. And also, I wanted to share my experience with anxiety. But before anything else, let's define first what is mental health. According to mentalhealth.gov, oh, by the way, if you wish to read this article, I'll just put the link in the description box na lang for you guys, okay? So, according to mentalhealth.gov, mental health is our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. Over the course of your life, if you have mental health problems, your thinking, your mood, and the way you behave could be affected. Having that, we already have an insight on what is mental health. Now let's find out what are the causes of this illness. Why are we experiencing it? Is it only in our minds? Is it because we're just thinking it? What are the common symptoms experienced by the people having it? And what are the possible ways or the possible things to do if ever you have friends struggling with this kind of illness? The common misconception mangod sa ato ang mga tao is ang depression and anxiety is naara daw na sa atong utok. Gihuna-huna ra daw nato na. Meaning, di daw na tinuod. Nasa mo ingon nga. Ikaon ra na. Or napoy mo ingon nga. But the truth is, depression and anxiety are a real thing. There is really a chemical imbalance nga nahitabo sa atong utok. Just like other illness like diabetes, high blood pressure, and etc. Just like kanang nagduwa ta, and then nagka-fracture ta. So it is a real illness that we should not ignore. Now, you might probably be asking, why are the patient or the person experiencing it? Well, just a disclaimer now before I answer that question. I am not an expert in this field, and all this information comes from my research and also as I observed with the people having this illness. One of the common symptoms of depression and anxiety is suicidal thoughts. But kini nga symptoms is nanan siya sa late phase silang feelings, or this is an extreme already. So nanan siya sa mga extreme nga phases. According to my research, initially maka-feel sila og change of mood. Matingala lang ta nga karon malipayon sila, and then later on murag frustrated sila or irritable inana. Next is change of behavior. Murag connected na siya sa change of the mood, because if you change your mood, of course you change your behavior. Next is lack of motivation. If you have observed, if you have friends having depression or anxiety, makabantay kanila nga murag wala sila motivation, dili sila inspired to do something, dili sila inspired to do something better for themselves, diba? And then makabantay lang tanila nga kanang murag luya kay sila kay wala mas sila motivation. They doesn't have the urge to do something. Next is inadequate and or too much sleeping. As you observed, people having depression and anxiety are subrag katug. Unya kung subrag katug, kapuyan gihapon matulog, or else dugay matulog. Unya sayo mo mata, gamay ra kayo ang ilahang sleeping time nila. Next is lack of energy. People having depression and anxiety is, di ba, ingon ko ganina, walay motivation. And wala sila energy. Makabantay kanila nga murag luya kay sila, sigara galingkod, or sigara gahigda, or wala man gana mukaon. Next is think that their life is useless. And in this part, dira na mosulod sa ilahang huna-huna to commit what is not right to do. One of the causes of depression is environmental. And aside from that, most common risk factors for depression and anxiety are female gender. Because as we all know, women have their monthly period, and that's why they have mood swings. They call it mood swings. Next is young age. Depression and anxiety usually happens between 20 years old to 30 years old, because that's the vulnerable part of a human being. That age is murag dili pa balance bitaw ang feelings, ang emotions sa usa ka tawo. Next would be living alone. So, of course, if you live alone, you feel lonely and you don't have a company, and you cannot feel any love and care. And lastly is history of trauma. Just like what I've said earlier, if you have history of trauma, like for example, kung bata pa ka, gi-abuse ka, or something like that. Now, you might probably be thinking that depression and anxiety are just the same. But it isn't. Let me show you. Showing you now on your screens is the diagram that I made. And that differentiates the depression and anxiety. As you can see in the depression, the arrow points downward. Kung mayroon tag-depression, we have low mood. Diba, ingon ako ganina nga lack of energy, lack of motivation, and kana-tanan sila paubos, right? Anxiety, on the other hand, is hyper ka. Kana mga imong emotions, imong mga kabalaka is pataas. People having anxiety are the ones who experience extreme worry, and the professionals in this field call it impending doom. They worry too much to the thing that is not even existing, and they cannot pinpoint why they worry too much on that thing. And in the lower part of the illustration, you can see in the depression I wrote it past, and in the anxiety I wrote it future. Okay, sa depression man good, ilang giunahon na is all about their past. They worry about because of their past, and probably sila ang mga sama sa kung ganina, sila ang mga naka-experience of mga childhood trauma. Their early lives, they were abused probably. While anxiety, on the other hand, they worry too much to the future. They worry to the future. Nagproblema sila sa future, and to the things na they cannot even say yet because it's future. Sila ang dili mahimutang. Commonly, sila ang maka-experience of panic attacks. Again, sa depression, nabalaka sila tungod sa ilang past. So, ikaw, katay mong past, wala na to. Kalimti na to. Na to ilain. One of the possible ways to help a friend, if you have a friend having this kind of illness, is dapat ma-recognize na nimo immediately nga naa sila depression or anxiety. Because with that, you can help them by making them understand what they feel. Because some of them ang good, wala sila kabalo nga mao na ilang gina-feel. So this past few days, my Facebook timeline is flooded by news on youth ending their lives. And we all know that depression and anxiety are not an easy thing to mess with. So, and the person and the people having this kind of illness are really having hard time dealing with such condition. So, we should not blame them. Maunang mag-end silang kinabuhi, silang chapter, silang life. And me too, I also experience it. I almost get to the point na I want to stop my life. Kini siya, na-feel lang na ako ni siya katong nag-quarantine because of the pandemic, wherein we are deprived to do what we want to do. We are deprived to socialize because I myself anad ko og socialize. I love socialization. And because of the quarantine, because of the pandemic, I don't know, I just felt lonely. Because despite of my kalog, happy character, happy-go-lucky, as you can see in my TikTok, Facebook, IG, or any of my social media accounts, I do a lot of shenanigans. But deep inside, I'm hurt. I'm in pain. But I chose not to show it to people because I don't want people to change or shift their view of me, and I don't want to be a burden. That's the first reason why I don't want to express my feelings. Well, aside from this, luckily I did not do it, and I'm here staring at you guys, talking to you guys, and explaining to you what's the difference between depression and anxiety, and sharing with you my journey with anxiety. But now, nakontrol na nako ang akong anxiety because of him. Kay every time na mo-atake akong anxiety, I always pray to him, Lord, please guide me. Naunta, avoid ay kaning ilikay ko sa mga thoughts nga dili angay dapat nako hunaon ingana bitaw. And I just pray to him nga unta kaniya akong mga gipambuhat karon, akong mga plans, my decisions are in line to his will. So that's what I do. I just divert my attention to the things that I love to do. Tanaw salida, movies, mga funny memes, funny videos, and listening to music, lots and lots of music, and praying, of course, praying because nothing beats prayer, right? And that was it for today's vlog, everybody, and I hope you've learned something out of those things that I've shared to you. And of course, if you have questions, don't forget to comment down if you have, and if you have any suggestions for my next vlog, then also comment down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can be notified with my next vlogs. Bye! God bless!